And speaking of, I know a couple of weeks ago that Steph Curry said, let's not be desperate. But that is not the way they are now operating. Joe Lacob, the owner, wants change, and they are canvassing the league for a major acquisition. But they did this last year at the deadline. They tried to get LeBron. Now they're trying to call on Kevin Durant. They're trying on Jimmy Butler. If you've got a star player they're not nailed down, they have probably called. They have been trying to get a star for a long time. Just because they want one doesn't mean they're going to get one. But the Warriors are absolutely all over the place. And last night, Draymond Green admitted, even though they're having a good stretch right now, there's some tension in the locker room because nobody knows who might get traded. So very interesting 48 hours coming up in Golden State.
I find that fascinating. Let's live in that one for a second here. And because Steph Curry is just approaching, I mean, we don't know how much the people's prime tend to last a little longer these days than they used to, but he's 36 going on 37 years old. So what you're telling us is they're trying to take one last shot to get him a title while he's still able to do it. If that's what the strategy is, personally, I love it.
Yeah, but they've been trying like that for a year. They tried LeBron, they've tried Paul George, they tried Lauri Markkanen, now they're trying Jimmy Butler, now they're trying Kevin Durant. You may see some other names in the next 2 days. They don't have a lot to trade. I mean, they're trying to trade Andrew Wiggins and some draft picks. That's just not going to get them very far. At least it hasn't. I mean, we'll see. I will say this. I think Miami was willing to do that deal. And they were willing to do that deal for Jimmy Butler. So let's see if by Thursday that gets revisited. Jimmy Butler didn't want it, and because he's got an option in his contract, he has some measure of control. The Warriors wanting to do something and actually being able to do it is two different things. But I'm telling you, everybody I talked to overnight this morning is like their Warriors are very, very active.
So, Monica, I don't ask for much. I asked for this last year, and I was summarily yelled at by everyone.
I remember this.
LeBron James to the Warriors. Golden State poked around about it last year. It makes all the more sense in the world now. LeBron is on a team that is building for its future, and God bless them, they should, because they're not a championship team right now. LeBron, Steph, put the two of them, the world wants to see it. Put the two preeminent superstars of their generation, two of the players who are in the 10 greatest of all time and all that kind of stuff, and let them take one ride at this thing like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid before they ride off into the sunset. Tell me what's wrong with that idea.
There's not anything fundamentally wrong with it. And I think as this thing continues to evolve, the tea leaves suggest that it might happen. I don't think it can happen Thursday. But you're right. The Lakers last year, I bristled personally against it so strongly. It's like, well, you got AD, you got LeBron, they're running mates. Can you put guys around the two of them that are going to allow them to continue to make a push? Why would LeBron go and do that? But now that it's very clear that this organization is not about LeBron anymore, it's now about Luka Doncic and their future, I could see this eventually evolving. LeBron is one of the two guys in the league that has a no-trade clause. We know how fond he is of Stephen Curry. They've won multiple gold medals together. I still don't love it, but I now see it as a possibility.
I don't pretend to be an expert. You're an expert. I'm not an analyst. But I look at LeBron James' game and Luka Doncic's game, and it looks like this. I look at LeBron James' game and Steph Curry's game, and it looks like this to me. I think they fit together so well.
Part of that is because you've seen various iterations of that through Team USA. The other part, when you look at Luka, I understand that both are ball dominant. I understand the similarities the comparisons between the two of them. When you look at this, though, this is just so seamless, right? Stephen Curry, while he is a point guard, you don't think of him in the traditional sense because we're used to him moving without the basketball, knocking down big-time shots. There's a snap, crackle, and pop that you get from this Team USA play. I mean, these guys were dominant. This summer was fantastic. And so, yes, Greeny, I can't deny that this would be beautiful. It just comes down to this conversation that we get into when we gotta just have stuff to talk about, and it's legacy. Where is this from?
But it could actually happen now. We're not just talking about it, Wendy, right? I mean, the Bush.
No. Thank you, Wendy.
What do you mean?
No, LeBron has a no-trade clause, and he's not planning on waiving it. He's going to be a Laker. And by the way, is it okay to say that we don't know what's going to happen with LeBron and Luka? Why does it have to be declared? We know what's going to happen. I think there's going to be a lot of excitement with those two guys. Let's let them play together and see. The Lakers just acquired a generational superstar. LeBron has never been on a team that's acquired a player like this. I mean, even the Anthony Davis acquisition wasn't this exciting. This is like LeBron joining forces with Dwayne Wade. I realize it's a different era in his career, but I expect LeBron to be excited about trying to see how it goes with Luka. Now, look, if we watch the next 3 months and it looks like it's rough, let's reevaluate it. But this is not a time to talk about breaking these guys up. It's a time to talk about bringing them together.
Wendy.
I don't expect that.
But you're saying this thing is not going to happen this particular season, but it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Monica, I've retired the realm of possibility. Luka Doncic was just traded.
Fair.
Yeah, come talk to me in a couple of weeks, but let me see Luka and LeBron. I'm excited about that.
Here's the way I view it. Steph Curry, his position is a point guard, but he's really not one. LeBron James, his position isn't point guard, but he really is one, right?
Anything you need him to be.
And that's my point. He was placed on this earth to be the greatest point guard that ever lived. They just never put the digit 1 next to his position. They would fit together well. Let them each get one more shot at this thing before all the young guys take the league away from them.
He could get that shot with Luka, Greeny.
Forever.
Like Luka's a more attractive player than Steph right now.
Maybe. Okay, let's leave it there for the moment.
How's it going, everybody? Villa Sports Network here. Just want to thank you guys for your support on the channel. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Also want to kind of remind you to don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment on the video if you like as well. But regardless of the fact, thank you again for your support, and hope to see you on the next video.